Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Robert Donaldson, and welcome back to another edition of Rob's Best Bets. And in this episode, we are once again talking Major League Baseball here on Thursday, May 15th. And on Wednesday, we went absolutely crazy. We brought in over 10 units on the day, and we can really thank the Brewers and Rhys Hoskins getting us started with a home run, hitting over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, and also the Brewers covering that +1 on the run line there too. And throughout the rest of the day, we kind of pushed throughout the rest of the day, but man, the Red Sox probably should have beat the Tigers. They were in a really good position to do so, and the Mariners really had the Yankees on the ropes. Two kind of disappointing losses, but when you are bringing in north of 10 units, man, what am I even doing complaining about the things that we lost on Wednesday? Let's just focus on the green and the fact that we were able to flip the season back into the green on the year as well. But as we're looking at this Thursday slate, not many games, which is typical for a Thursday, but at the same time, we have a lot of really great angles, and in this episode, I'm actually going to be able to include all of the player props as well, because the player props for the games that I'm targeting have opened up. So I'm going to be having all of those player props in this video, along with our two sort of side bets as well. But with all that being said, y'all, let's take a second to shout out today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. And if you haven't already gone over there and signed up using promo code ROBDFB, I highly recommend it. That's going to get you guys a pretty sweet deposit match bonus. And as we're going through those players' markets in this video, heck, throw an underdog slip together over there and capitalize on that free money that they're essentially gifting you just for signing up using that code. But with all that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into these Thursday bets. For pick number 1, we are heading down to Atlanta, where we have the Nationals taking on the Braves, and we were on the Nationals money line pretty heavily yesterday, and it came to fruition. It was a really great hit for us at +145, and I do think the Nationals are actually going to be viable again today on the money line, going up against AJ Smith-Shawver with Trevor Williams on the bump, who I think actually is pretty competitive in terms of the outings that he gives. But at the same time, Trevor Williams is a guy that's going to go up there and he's going to give up those 3 or 4 earned runs through 5 or 6 innings. And because of that, I really do like targeting the first 5 markets when he makes his starts. And especially when you have AJ Smith-Shawver on the other side, that's a pitcher that right now I am definitely looking to fade. I think he kind of had a one-off, no-hit kind of performance 2 games ago against Cincinnati, but that's not truly indicative to how he was pitching in that game, let alone the last game where he's giving up a ton of hard contact. So let's go ahead and bet the over through the first 5 innings of 4.5 runs for 3 units for our first bet here on Thursday. And we are actually going to be staying in this exact same game here, and we're going to be taking a look at CJ Abrams to go yard and also to go over 1.5 total bases, +500 on the home run prop for 1 unit, and 3 units on the over 1.5 total bases at +116 odds there as well. I think that's a really great look, and I'm very excited to see how he does tomorrow. For pick number 4, we are heading out to Baltimore, where we have the O's taking on the Twins. And when you're looking at this game here, one thing that we know about the Orioles in this very disappointing season is they can hit right-handed pitching. And Chris Paddock is one of those right-handers in the league right now that I really love to fade, especially when the conditions are looking great. And they are supposed to be looking great tomorrow in Camden. And when you're looking at the Orioles too, Sugano is one of the guys in that rotation, actually the only one in that rotation, who continually goes out there and actually gives the Orioles a chance through the first 5, 6, or 7 innings. And my goodness, man, the Orioles are embarrassing, but I do think they actually get a bounce back winner here, and I'm very confident in terms of the angle in that side. So let's go ahead and take the Orioles on the full game money line for 4 units for our 4th bet here on Thursday. And we are actually going to be staying in that same exact game. And I have a host of player props for you guys. We are going to be taking a look at Jackson Holliday, Adley Rutschman, and Ryan O'Hearn. And in particular with Jackson Holiday and Rutschman, we're going to be taking the over 1.5 total bases for 3 units apiece. And we're also going to be betting on Adley to hit a home run, plus 600 for 1 unit. And we're going to throw Ryan O'Hearn in the mix as well in the home run prop market at plus 650 for an additional kind of standalone unit. I don't want to be too invested in Ryan O'Hearn, but I really do think he's swinging a hot bat. And against a guy like a Chris Paddock, who's going to be challenged in the zone with fastballs, I really do think that Ryan O'Hearn could absolutely launch one in this game. So let's go ahead and take those player props, and that is actually going to round out our card for Thursday. A very small one in terms of the games that we're betting on. Only 2 games, but we have 8 bets throughout those 2 games. I think we're getting a lot of really great value. I think we're getting a lot of really great angles through those 2 games, and I'm very excited to see how they pan out for us. But with all that being said, y'all, I appreciate you guys, and if you do want to show some love on the video, make sure you drop a like in the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys comment down below. But with all that being said, y'all, I will see you in a future video. Take it easy.